to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks.
It's kinda easy. Listen to the G up sound. Right in the speakers bumping as I got the sound for you.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the Utah Jazz. Hi, everybody. This is Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So here are the Jazz starting five. We've got Colin Sexton. He's out there with George. Lauri Markkanen out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. And for the Bulls, DeRozan and Miller in at the forward slots. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Clutch in at the one. And what a great guard matchup we have tonight. Smitty, I know you're a big fan of games like this.
I am. Guard play is so incredible right now in the NBA. Both of these teams are loaded in the backcourt. I expect them to trade punches back and forth.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. On the wing, DeRozan. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
One of the toughest wings in the league. DeMar DeRozan is never intimidated inside.
Now here's George. He's covered closely. Pass to Markkanen. George, a screen on DeRozan. Here's Markkanen. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Here's Clutch. Check by Sexton. Stripped away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And it's the Bulls' ball. LaVine passes to Drummond. Fires for three. And it's DeRozan missing. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Hendricks. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Markkanen against DeRozan. LaVine passes to Clutch. Williams a screen on George. Here's Clutch. The rebound by the Jazz. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Markkanen against DeRozan. Pass to Hendricks. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Colin Sexton for 3.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
You know, when analyzing the game of Colin Sexton, this is a guy who can score from all 3 levels, Grant.
You know, this is what his team has asked him to do, to be aggressive on offense and to shoot the ball with confidence too, B.A.
Now here's George. Pass to Hendricks. And here's Sexton. George for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Smitty, although the Chicago Bulls made the play-in tournament in 2023, they failed to get into the playoffs.
BA, kudos to them for wanting to remain competitive. But this is a team with several key veteran players on it. They've got some big decisions to make.
Here's Hendricks. The 3 from Sexton. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
When Colin Sexton likes a look, he takes it, even when it's from range.
Pass to Williams. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
George left side, and there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Hendricks. George with it. Here's Hendricks. Now here's Sexton, coming off a terrific game against Minnesota.
That's a nice contest by DeRozan. He's got all the tools to be an excellent defender.
Here's Clutch. George defending. Here's Clutch. Here's Drummond. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's George. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the inside, 11 feet out, and that one drops for him.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Here's Clutch. George defending. Williams a screen on Sexton. Here's Levine. Kessler with a rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Markkanen from long range. Rebound by the Bulls.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Clutch passes to DeRozan. Outside for Levine. Takes a three. The rebound by Markkanen.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to George. Back to Sexton. George outside. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. And Williams has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by one. Drummond passes to Clutch. And he drives in. And the jam by Drummond.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
George for three. No luck on that one.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Pass to Drummond. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Fifth, the Jazz.
Those are some terrific numbers. You could tell last year that everyone on the team was totally focused on pounding the glass at both ends.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. George feels it out a bit. Here's Sexton, and he goes in for the dunk.
They left the door open, and Colin Sexton just lifts off for the dunk.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Clutch. DeRozan outside. And he drops it in from the low post. DeRozan's got his second basket on the night.
This is what DeRozan gives you, the ability to make tough shots in traffic, mainly because of his great athleticism.
George passes to Kessler. George outside. Markkanen for three. Williams grabs the board.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Pass to Levine. DeRozan outside. Here's Williams. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Looking at his numbers, DeRozan has added playmaking to his skill set. Impressive for a wing.
Utah trailing here. Now Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. No good with the triple. Williams misses. Well, the Jazz shooting just 38% so far in this one. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The three ball. And Hendricks gets it to go. Hendricks has got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Clutch. George defending. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by Drummond.
The agile feet of Drummond. He's like a dancing bear out there. Nice roll off the pick.
The Jazz have got 6 of 14 in so far. George, right side. Nifty move. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah with the ball, trailing by 2. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Minnesota.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The 3, and Clutch gets it to go. He's got 6.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Alex Caruso is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Kobe White, then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Clutch in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to Hendricks. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And another miss by Utah. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second.
Okay, bear with me, okay, Smitty? An argument can be made that Andre Drummond is the best rebounder in NBA history.
Okay, Grant, the top 2 all-time in rebounding percentage, Andre Drummond and Dennis Rodman. Those 2 might be the best I've ever seen on the glass.
And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Lauri Markkanen has become the go-to scorer for the Jazz. Coach Will Hardy said, quote, "It's not easy going from being a role player to being the guy. There's an emotional part of being counted on like this, and he's handled it very well. To have the evolution that he has had is something that he should be very, very proud of." Brian?
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Allie. Good stuff there.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Here's Clutch. George defending. White on the wing. Pass to Clutch. White against Clarkson. They set the screen. Takes the 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
George, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Drummond, the screen on George. Clutch passes to Drummond. White for 3. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Clarkson. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Tough points from Clarkson. He can make the hard buckets.
And the Bulls call time here. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for White. And a switch here also for Utah. Kessler's checked in. And it's Levine with the ball for Chicago. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. The muscle inside from Levine. Wow.
The added strength coming into play. Zach Levine just shrugging off the contact inside.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to George. Kessler a screen. Puts it up from 12. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 5 now.
And the shooting skill across the board for this rookie is what makes Keyonte George so difficult to defend.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. That one's on Clarkson. John Collins checked in for Utah. Colin Sexton comes in for Clarkson. And that one misses. Well, Grant, we're still early on in the season here, but you feel like you've got a good sense of these teams yet?
Absolutely no. I mean, it's too early right now to tell. Now, some teams are still kind of coming into their own, so I think we need a few more games before we get a real sense of who the contenders are this year.
Williams a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to DeRozan. Launches a 3. Utah with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Pass to Hendricks. Chicago grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams a screen on George. Here's Clutch. Now here's DeRozan. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by George. Pass to Hendricks. From 11 feet away. Kicks it to George. From behind the arc. Misses the mark there. Just 2 for 10 for the game. Chicago has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Sexton against Levine. Williams a screen on George. And that one is stuffed right through.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Pass to Sexton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Quick attack by Sexton. The defense just wasn't ready for it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. White, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Markkanen's checked in for Utah. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Chicago, 4th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
When it comes to the Utah Jazz, it's evident that they are in rebuild mode, Grant.
Yeah, you know, B.A., after trading away both Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in the summer of '22, the Jazz are focused on starting new and building a team with young talent.
There's a screen. Here's Levine for 3. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
Now shooting the 3-ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
To the paint. Here's Sexton. Misses from short range.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
I feel like Drummond saw that one coming all the way. Great anticipation.
And that one's good. Williams has got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
George left side from outside the arc. And the 3-pointer goes.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Clutch. George defending. Clutch passes to Drummond. Levine against Markkanen. Drummond to screen on Markkanen. Down low. And Drummond with the jam.
The defense playing Zach to score. He doesn't force it, just drops it off to the roller.
And for Utah, they're shooting just 37% in the game. George finds Sexton. Back to George. Pass to Sexton. Unloads from 13. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game.
An active scorer. Colin Sexton is good at getting to his spots and catching fire.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Clutch. It's blocked. Sexton passes to Markkanen. A deep 3. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Chicago Bulls, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Jazz.
Zero intensity on D. They're letting shooters get whatever they want. That's why this team is getting whipped.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. When you don't put out the effort defensively, you're likely to get embarrassed.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On offense, here's Utah. It's a 14-point game. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got George. Also Colin Sexton out there. Walker Kessler out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
Williams passes to Levine. Drummond to screen on Sexton. Pass to Clutch. Clock at 4. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Hendricks. DeRozan's gone just 2 of 8 from the field. Well, some have called DeMar DeRozan a master of the mid-range, Smitty. Maybe rightly so.
BA, I definitely give him that title. Few guys are as efficient in that area as him. In fact, most avoid it. The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
Pass to DeRozan. Here's Clutch. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Levine. Poke loose. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. George outside. Pass to Sexton. George is screen on Levine. Sexton with it. And Drummond picks him up defensively. Smitty, ever since the Rose and Butler era came to an end, the Bulls have lacked stability.
You're so right, BA. They have filtered through coaches. They've had high draft picks come and go. Even acquired all-star players. but they're still searching for consistent success.
And the first one at the line is good. And Grant, you talked about it early in your playing days, blaming yourself for the Pistons not winning. Talk about that pressure on the best player to deliver wins.
Well, B.A., the pressure is real, and it's tough to keep perspective and just control what you can control. When you're tasked with leading a team to victory, you expect it first and foremost from yourself.
And there's the drive. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And Graham, despite the lack of a superstar offensive weapon, the Jazz, one of the more efficient offenses.
Yeah, B.A. And two areas where they separate themselves, they shoot a ton of threes, and they do a really good job tracking down those long rebounds on the offensive glass.
Here's Kessler, and another miss by Utah. And for Chicago, they're shooting a fantastic 57%. Shot is good by Levine.
More comfortable with the three now than he was early in his career. Zach taking way more shots from deep.
Kessler with it. He's scoreless. Right side, Sexton. George outside. The three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Shot clock at 5. The three is up. George with another miss. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago. 17 points was their biggest margin. Drummond with the screen. Clutch passes to Drummond. Up and in on the layup. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Hendricks. Can they get it? Knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's DeRozan. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Levine against Sexton.
And this is crucial to Sexton's overall development, encouraging watching him hustle on the defensive end.
George, no good.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
Here's Clutch. George defending. DeRozan outside. Outside Levine. Puts it up from 17, and that's good for 2. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
We talk about Williams' physical abilities, but right there, you see the awareness and willingness to be unselfish.
George passes to Markkanen. The 3 from Sexton. He drops it from range. Sexton's got 17.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Pass to Clutch. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Hendricks has got 6 rebounds in the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A new-look Jazz roster seemed primed for a rebuild, but they're winning games. Coach Will Hardy said, "I think it's amazing that this group has figured out a way to put personal agendas aside and go out and compete every night."
Well, he's been a big part of it, Allie. Thank you. Clutch passes to Williams. The 3 from DeRozan. The rebound by the Jazz.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Pass to Markkanen. Sexton, a screen on DeRozan. Outside Sexton, jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, DeRozan. Inside. And the jam by Drummond.
Each year, he's getting better and better. Drummond with the unstoppable move.
Utah's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Timeout called, the Jazz. Grant, you look at the league's basketball-related income. The players and owners split it about 50-50.
You know, BA, that's why they call it a partnership. You talk about a shared interest. The NBA has really become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. John Collins checked in for Markkanen. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
Here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. 5th on the list, Chicago.
In today's game, you have to capitalize on every chance you get at the stripe. And this is a team that takes pride in their performance from the line.
And there's the lob, stolen by Drummond. Drummond with the screen. White can't hit. The Jazz have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Well, Steve, this Jazz franchise has quietly been one of the most consistent teams in the West over the last 7 years.
You're so right, BA, and doing it without building a super team is the most impressive part for me. You see teams go on long playoff streaks, and they're full of superstars, but not those Jazz teams.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then Sunday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming to town.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Chicago making some changes. Green comes in for Drummond, and it's Caruso in for DeRozan. And a switch here also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in for Kessler, and he sinks the second. Now George. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Hendricks. Clarkson outside. Here's the pick. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by White. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Caruso with it. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Jazz ball.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 14. Collins outside. Pass to Clarkson. George outside. Here's Hendricks. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Sexton from downtown. Chicago grabs the miss. Clutch has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And he's going for the oop here.
That's all focused by Alex Caruso, absorbing the contact and getting the finish.
The Jazz shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Hendricks misses, and the dry spell continues.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Here's Clutch.
2 minutes.
18 points for him. Utah with the rebound. Hendricks has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Hey, who's watching though?
.143 left in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. Nice D from Levine. And the Bulls shooting a disappointing 38%. Green finds Caruso. Here's Clutch. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Craig is checked in for Chicago. Challenging stretch here for Utah. Dunn, the pass to Clarkson.
Most people think of him as just a shooter. Jordan Clarkson is a very dynamic player. There's so much.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
It's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
White, he's checked in for Craig. And that one falls for Clarkson. Well, Jordan Clarkson has had many different roles in his career, Smitty, all with the same outcome.
BA, it doesn't matter what jersey Clarkson has on or what role he has. The dude is going to score. Simple as that.
Green, a screen. Clutch passes to White. Over Clarkson, down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it from about 10 feet away. White's got 11 points.
Nice touch from the mid-range. You can't give Kobe White these looks.
Outside Horton Tucker launches it on target from range.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Here's Clutch. 34 seconds left in the third quarter here. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Dunn, the pass to Markkanen. 20 seconds left in the third. Shoots a fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Pass to Green. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. 7 points in the game.
Locating the open man. Levine not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
And so it's Chicago. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Green out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Clutch in at the one. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
Here's Clutch, defended by Dunn. Clutch passes to Green. Missed inside. Utah shooting around 35% from the field so far. Pass to Horton Tucker. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Here's Clutch, defended by Dunn. And here's Caruso outside. Fires in the triple. And the Bulls lead by 20.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Horton Tucker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clutch passes to White. Grant, you had an incredible career. 2-time college champ, 7-time All-Star. But tell me where owner ranks in your career resume.
You know, B.A., it's very fascinating. The main reason I wanted to open the door for other ex-players to get equity in teams, I do believe ownership groups should involve ex-players and listen to us, you know, and I think that is where the league is ultimately heading.
Dunn, the pass to Collins. Back to Dunn. The rebound by Clutch. Clutch has got 7 rebounds in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. There's a screen. Pass to Caruso. Puts one up from 19. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Caruso. Caruso's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now a timeout called by Utah. Well, Smitty, one of the league's stingiest wing defenders, Alex Caruso, and his motor makes him a fan favorite.
BA, sometimes a player comes around and he just vibes with the fans. Caruso has been that guy in every city.
Kessler, he's checked in for Horton Tucker.
Once again, a big round of applause for your Chicago Bulls.
Dunn outside. Will it go? Rebound by the Bulls. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Caruso with it. Dunn in his pocket. 3-pointer. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Smitty, there's been a lot of talk about the parity in the NBA right now. There are a lot of contenders for the title each year.
NBA is great for the league. The more teams competing for championships, the better it is for the fans.
Clutch passes to White. There's a screen. Pass to Green. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Kessler. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Clutch. Green with a screen on Markkanen. Clutch passes to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Rebound, Utah. Dunn's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Green. All right, the Jazz making a change here. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Chicago?
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Here's Clutch. George defending. And it's hammered home by Green.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Sexton against White. Sexton passes to Markkanen. Lets it fly. Good work defensively by Caruso.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity. Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And here's George. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Markkanen inside. He's guarded by Caruso. And that one's good. Markkanen.
This is where Markkanen can just dominate you right under the hoop.
The Bulls have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Takes it inside. Yep, that one goes. Clutch has got 31 points.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Sexton passes to George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. No one near him. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Anytime you can set up Markkanen off the catch, you have a good chance of coming away with points.
Clutch passes to DeRozan. And there's the screen. Pulls up, high post. Again, the Bulls score.
One of the few guys who will force you to lock down the mid-range. DeRozan loves this shot.
George outside. Here's Hendricks. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's Clutch. George defending. Clutch passes to DeRozan. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now here's George. Pass to Markkanen. To the middle. And Hendricks gets it to go. Hendricks has gotten 4 this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
From deep three-point range and stolen by Sexton. Here's George. Finished off the break.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Here's Clutch. George defending. DeRozan with the ball. Pass to Clutch. 5 on the clock. Kessler with a rebound. Well, the Jazz shooting just about 57% in this fourth quarter. DeRozan brings the double. Here's Hendricks. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land. Hendricks has got 10 points in just the second half. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Now on the court, your hot squad. Get out and
Chicago making some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Green. Williams comes in for Caruso, and it's Levine in for White. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. DeRozan passes to Clutch. Drummond, the screen on George. Here's Clutch. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Kessler passes to George. Here's Hendricks. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Clutch. Misses the three. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 15-6 run. George outside. Markkanen outside. George outside. From the top of the key. And it's Chicago with a board.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Clutch.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
George passes to Markkanen. It's George on the wing. Markkanen against DeRozan. The three is up. And that one's good. Markkanen.
From distance, Markkanen with the picture-perfect mechanics and the height to almost always get a clean look.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 19. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Craig's checked in for Drummond. Green comes in for Williams. Dosunmu, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's White in for Zach LaVine. Here's Green. Pass to Clutch. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Clutch has got 36 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
From the right block. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Here's Clutch. Misses there. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.